Hi, welcome to the Mentored Engineer. In this video, I'm going to tell you why I dislike the metric system for structural calculations. So I just made a pretty big claim there. And first of all, I just want to mention that I love how the metric system is base 10. Centimeter is 10 millimeters, and a kilogram is 1,000 grams. Hey, that's easy. I don't like, a foot being 12 inches. If it was 10 inches, man, that'd be even better. But I like how the base units of the empirical or English system, or as I like to call it, the American system, has different units. And the length of these units is important. All right, they're not all interrelated as well. So if I look at, a basic building block, that's about an inch, okay? And this right here is about a meter. Let's see, yeah, probably about right here, all right? And that's 1 meter. There's a big gap between this. In designing things, I'm dealing with a 12 by 12 tube or something of that nature. It doesn't make sense to already start by saying like, my tube is, 1/3 of a meter. That just doesn't compute. And when we do essential calculations, we end up with really big numbers or really small numbers, depending on what unit we choose in the metric system. But inch seems to hit a home run for most things we design. As I look around this room, the tripod, the light stands, they're all designed probably with metric components, but they are in the inch category. Okay, so let's do an example of a typical calculation that I would do where I would prefer the English system. So let's just say I have a block here, and it's 1 inch height, or I'm sorry, 2 inches high, which is about 50 millimeters. All right, and the width is 1 inch, or about 25 millimeters. All right. So if I calculate the the area moment of inertia, that is width times height cubed over 12. If I do this in inches, I'm going to get 1 times 8 over 12, or 0.667 inches to the 4th. All right. Now when I go ahead and do this in meters, I end up with 0.025 times 0.05 cubed over 12. And you can already see that my disappointment of how small that number is going to be. And in fact, it is 2.604 times 10 to the -7th. That is ridiculously small. I cannot picture that in my head. But I can look up here and, 3/4 or 2/3 of an inch to the 4th. That's pretty small. I can grasp that number a lot easier. It's a number within the realm of my human understanding and capabilities here. That's just too small for me. I can't get my mind around that. All right, so let's convert it to millimeters. All right, so that number gets the decimal point moved over 1,000 to the 4th. So what is that, a trillion? Anyway, so that ends up being 260,416 millimeters to the 4th. I should put meters to the 4th up here just to be complete. That's a pretty big number. And this is a small block. It's not very big. I mean, it's that big. So that's a very big thing to describe something I would consider very small. That's a very small area moment of inertia, in my opinion. Okay, so let's do centimeters. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Move it over. So I in centimeters is equal to 26.04 centimeters to the fourth. So centimeters is probably that happy medium. Unfortunately, it's a pain in the butt, especially with centimeters to the fourth to convert. You know, that when you start doing pascals, you finding your stress in the gigapascals and megapascals and all that fun stuff. You got to keep your units straight. Here, I can always work in inches, and I will always get the result I want. And there may be shortcuts to this that I don't understand or don't know about. But you can see, if I'm going to use a traditional unit, it's very small, very big, a happy medium. But I can still see this being, you know, giving me really big numbers for some decent sections. So that was all I wanted to share with you. I appreciate you watching, and I'm anxious to hear comments and feedback on this. Maybe I'm missing something and I can update this video. Thank you for watching this episode. Have a great day.